Hey, how's it going, everybody? Figured I'd do a follow-up vid on my Oculus Quest 2 now that I've had it for long enough to really check out some games on it and whatnot. Which, on the games, most have been just demos and stuff. Otherwise, I have downloaded some from the store once I got that situation resolved on my credit card, which I'll tell you guys what I did right off the bat here. I have a Visa card. They say they take Visa, but I don't know if it was the site that was glitching out or what. Usually, when you put in a credit card, it will know what type you're putting in, like say MasterCard, Visa, Discover, whatever. It wasn't doing that. So it wasn't accepting my card. So, anyways, I've been signed up with PayPal for a while. It's just haven't used it. I only use it if I absolutely had to. So I just updated my PayPal account and linked to that. And problem solved. And it gives one more place you can go to just put a stop on the credit card if you have a problem, other than just going to the Oculus site. So you can just discontinue your card or just cancel it on the PayPal and then go to Oculus or vice versa. So, anyways, problem solved on that. Otherwise, on games that I've downloaded from the store, Star Wars fan, got Vader Immortal, which that I just did a little bit at a time. Is one thing I don't really like, if they're going to have the game in different parts, like Vader Immortal, you can only download one part at a time. They won't let you download more than one game from the store. So if you're getting the multiple games, you're going to be paying separate tax for each game. But I don't know. I talked to one of the guys on it when I was trying to figure out how to do it, and no, he said that won't happen on their little chat thing. So maybe soon enough they'll fix that to where you can get more than one. Otherwise, it comes out about 1080 a game for me on tax for Vader Immortal, and well worth it. Awesome freaking game. Played all through it, and before I helped on the comfort level of my thing, first two took me a bit because I just didn't last long because it was giving me a freaking headache. Mainly on the comfort of wearing the thing, not for motion sickness. No motion sickness, period. Nothing yet. Which I am just really happy for because I do get it occasionally playing my PSVR. So, anyways, third game, just went through it, normal speed and no problem. And they're just long enough. By the time you get through, you're done. You're ready to take the thing off and take a break, anyways. So, big thumbs up to Vader Immortal. Awesome freaking game. Then I did get the other Star Wars game, Galaxy's Edge, and I like it just as much. I don't know why people are fussing on it, other than don't just play out the main mission and quit. Take time, hang out, and talk to the bartender and whatnot, and the other guy. One of the things that I heard people complaining about, and I think it's because they hadn't gotten through it yet, was, oh, there's no lightsabers. There's no lightsabers. It's all guns. And no, play through the whole freaking thing. Do all the side missions, whatever ones there are. They're just, some are really minute. Like there's one where you got to catch those little bird creatures, and then you get so many points for it. But there's one where I think it starts you out right away at that, where the bartender wants you to gather up stuff to make a special drink. Do that. Get all the ingredients gathered up, and then when you go back to the cantina bar, give him the stuff. He'll make the drink it. While you're drinking it, he'll tell you a story about a young Jedi. You get to play that out, hence with a lightsaber. And you got Yoda with you, so there's Yoda in the scenes. It's like you're going through a trial that has to deal with controlling your rage. It's cool. It's cool. I just hope there's more than one scenario like that. Otherwise, cool enough, man. The main game, it's first-person shooter. You get all the guns and stuff, and I like the fact you can be either left or right-handed, depending on how you want to pick it up. And you also have grenades that you can either just toss like a regular grenade, and it will explode on impact, or you got the little droids that fly around like what Luke trained with, where you can toss that and it will fly around for a while and shoot stuff. And if you get a chance, you can repair it with your repair tool. Otherwise, you can collect different types that do different things. And just well worth it. Well worth the freaking money for it. And it was plenty long enough, man, just getting through it to where you will want to take breaks. And I think they fixed it. I haven't played through a second time as I just got it all finished up and now I'm just doing the side quests. But it was weird. It was one of the areas where you had like cargo containers around, which you'll see a lot of them that you can either climb onto or go in to get to another part of that level. But I'd gone into one, and then when I came back, it was just open area. It still let me play the game, but it was like open area until I got out of that area. It's like something glitched and didn't load up that part of the graphics. So that could be something that they've solved since, as I've had quite a few updates on it so far. Anyways, thumbs up to that game, and yes, you do have at least one scenario where you get to use the lightsaber. Now, non-Star Wars is I got it for the same reason as a lot of gamers that have that thing that are into retro gaming. Once I watched the video, okay, I gotta have this because yeah, I agree. It is like playing House of the Dead in VR. Just a lot freaking funner. That one, I've earned some fatness points. As I supposedly fought the fatness and succeeded. As it will pop up if you've gotten a fitness thing or whatever all signed up. You'll be playing the game all of a sudden and say, congrats, you burned 65 calories of fatness. Keep going, you fat bastard, and fight on. You're a champion. But you're losing body armor, so you will die soon. So anyways, man, that's drop dead, whatever. It's a zombie one. You're stationary, so it's just like a railgun game where you're stationary and you just got them coming at you. And then you'll move to another spot eventually. And you got your power-ups and whatnot. But man, it really gets you moving. Fun as hell. And seems to have a lot of freaking stages on it. I got through like the first... It's crazy. You can almost break it down to like 3 levels with a whole bunch of stages between each one or whatever. To where it's like you get through the first scenario and let's just say you F up at the end to where it doesn't end well. So you go back into the time to start over with different guns and whatnot to where I don't know if it's the exact same scenarios, which so far kind of. So it could be you're somewhat playing it over and over again, but just harder each time until you finally win, I guess. But there's 3 time periods and nice long game. And so far, man, some of the better weapons I've gotten, oh, freaking cool, man, where you can just mow them down. It's just freaking cool. And also you got melee type stuff to where there'll be like axes, hatchets laying around where you can either do the melee thing or throw it and it will go flying at them and lop off an arm, and then you just hold out your thing to have it come back at you like a boomerang. And you'll have them shooting stuff at you like RPG rockets or just toxic whatever, to where you can smack that with a baseball bat, because you know a wooden baseball bat's a lot stronger than a freaking RPG rocket, so you can smack it and make it send back to the bad guy. So that one, it's about $15, I believe. They got a lot of them to where you'd think they'd be more expensive. There's one that just came out today, and I am tempted as hell to get it, man. It definitely, I get the vibes that people are saying on it to where it's like freaking Dead Space and Alien Isolation and maybe another game on my PS4 that I really like in VR combined. Like they had a freaking sex orgy and this is the weird child that they created, man. It looks fun. And it's one of them to where every time you start over, it's a different scenario. So you're not doing the same thing over and over again, which I freaking hate. So it's changing it up. So you got to refine stuff, man. It looks like when you can just play over and over and over again. It's Dread something or Space Dread or Hamster Dread or whatever. Look it up. It's in the list of new games, upcoming games, whatever. The one that it's only $20, but until they knock the price, they've got a Zombieland game, and some people are liking it. Some people are saying it kind of sucks. Just feels like it's not worth the price they got on it. So I'm thinking if they get enough freaking hate on it, maybe they'll drop it down to $10 and then I'll get it. So it's the first system I've gotten where buying new games, not used, not too bad on the pricing. I haven't got any more expensive ones like Saint and Sinners yet. That's one that's on my list. I'm just waiting for them to have it on sale, which that's another thing. For anybody new, get on the site every damn day. If you're planning on just getting a bunch of games at once, get on the site every day. They seem to always have a daily deal, and sometimes it's really good, and then sometimes they'll have one where it's a few days to where it's 2 games, where one game would be like full price and the other game would be a few dollars. So they do have some deals out there. Which I'm putting it off for now because for PlayStation VR, tonight is the night. For anybody that hasn't been able to get on their computer and see the ads, a whole bunch of free games starting tonight at 8 o'clock for PS4, and a lot of them are for PSVR. Some decent games like freaking Astrobot, Moss, where you can play as a rodent, which if only I could put my cat into VR, I'd beat the game in 5 seconds because cat beats rodent. Or it'll just lay out a bunch of freaking electronic traps or whatever. Otherwise, yeah, the game with the rodent. And then Thumper is free. One of them that goes back to Dreamcast. Res Infinite. And doesn't say it in the ad, but if you get on to the PlayStation site like you're going to download it, I believe it says it there. And that's another one that they also have on Oculus to where you can play it in VR. And it just looks freaking trippy. Really freaking trippy. And then a bunch of just regular games. And then one of them, yeah, it's been out for a while, but hey, man, I'll definitely snag it, man, because it's got all the stuff with it, all the bonus content or whatever. Horizon, whatever, where you're the female warrior in the future and you got to fight monsters and stuff, and maybe robots and whatnot. Cool enough, but free. Anyways, that starts next month. And I don't know if they're going to just add to it gradually or if that's the last one buried, but nice amount of games. So, have fun, everybody, trying to sleep tonight that owns a freaking PlayStation 4, man. Let alone PS5. You're going to have a lot of freaking fun tonight, starting at 8 o'clock. Hopefully they won't overload the system and make it to where it'll be hard to download. Me, it's like I got to just do a little bit at a time because sudden link, need I say more? I'm limited, so I can only get so many of them before I go over my limit. Otherwise, I'll get as many as I can. At least the VR games are smaller files. So, show you guys what I did to this for comfort. And there's still stuff I'm thinking of ordering on Amazon. I just haven't decided yet because it's freaking overwhelming. Too many people selling the same goddamn thing, and I don't know if they're just cheap knockoffs or what. So I don't know. That has to do with getting another one of these, but off-brand. I've been thinking of getting one of the Halo straps where it puts the pressure here instead of here. Just don't know yet. Otherwise, I did find a solution for my glasses to where they were a little bit too close to the lenses on the system there, so I didn't want to mash into them. Anyways, $17 after tax, maybe a little less. They were 15 something, I think. And you get some other stuff with it, just make the deal better. Anyways, let's see, red and blue rings there. Anyways, those just snap on around the lenses to raise up a bit so your glasses hit those and not the lenses. Anyways, looking at it, Yeah, it's pretty close, but so far so good. Is the center seems to be a little bit thicker on how these hit, so it pushes them back enough to where I can use the middle of the road on the sides. Otherwise, three sizes, three in red and blue, and then the other three sizes are in black. To where the small ones, they don't stick out much at all for me. No, it won't work because my lenses kind of just push out a little bit too far or whatever on the shape. But if you got some flatter lenses, it'd probably work. Otherwise, middle of the road and then the biggest ones seem to work the best. I was using the biggest, but I was noticing just a little bit of blur. It was almost pushing them back a little bit too far to where I was losing that distance there. Which I'm due for glasses, so maybe me. Otherwise, yeah, middle of the road and the biggest seem to work best. And then, as you can see, done something to the backing there, which that is some foam that I got off of a memory foam pillow, to where one side was a layer of the soft type foam, and then regular foam in the middle, and then another layer that's really freaking hard that I was going to use, but it probably would have made my headache worse. Otherwise, see there, it's pretty squishy. And it's that cooling type memory foam, so it feels good against the back of the head. And guys may have to find something different. I think I got it through collections, etc. Something that alien tape that you see advertised on TV or used to. I think you get 3 decent sized rolls. Let's see. It's fairly thick, and it's like a clear, rubbery, gooey type plastic tape, which they say you can use over if you wash it. That I haven't had much success with, or maybe you're supposed to let it dry out good and get sticky. I don't know, but when you use it the first time, good luck peeling it off. I'm gonna have fun when this foam finally disintegrates. I didn't want to do anything outright permanent, so it's just a mock-up for now, but it's working for me. Otherwise, previous to this, to where if you're a redneck, it looked much better. Definitely MacGyvered together. I just had some bed topper foam where I just cut it in the shape of the ring here, and I just had that held on with just bread bag ties. And good enough, man. Didn't look beautiful, but hey, keeps you from getting that bad headache. Cool enough. That's been my main problem with this thing, is I'll get a headache right at the base of the skull from this pressing against it. Stuff's rubbery, as you can see there, but it's still kind of hard, and it's shaped for a small head. That's where I think a lot of the people go with that one that you can get on Amazon, where this is bigger. I'm tempted to possibly get that, or get the other one where it's more like the PlayStation style. I just don't know yet, and don't know who to get it from, where it'd be a decent product and not just a freaking cheap knockoff. Oh, and then also on the lens things, got one of these extremely high-end lens covers here, and then a nice big cleaning cloth, kind of like the same type that I get with my Ray-Bans, and it works great. I'd say it's about almost 4 times the size of the one you get with some glasses. It's a nice big cleaning cloth. And on my head size, that's all the way back. Having the extra padding there, for me, that's about as far as I can go. Just enough to cinch it up. I can almost have it just all the way out and have it good if I'm just going to use it for watching a movie or just sit stationary and not move around. I can't be in my feet that much. I've got arthritis from the neck down. I've had problems with my feet since kid. So standing up, playing a game, that I haven't done yet. Trying to find the right game that won't kill me off. And space, as I got to play out in the living room if I want to do that. I found playing in a chair like this, is in a computer chair, office chair, fun. Fun if you got to sit down because you can spin around when you want to turn, man. It's a lot funner than trying to play like in one of my freaking Lazy Boys where you're just stationary and you got to just look around or where you can't see behind you. Speaking of the zombie game, once I got in the living room and tried it in my other computer chair, I noticed there's one part where you're riding on the back of a tractor and you're shooting the bad guys. I didn't realize I had 3 freaking axes behind me that I can grab that I didn't know about while I was getting the living crap beaten out of me because I lost all my ammo. So, yeah, always look behind you in that freaking drop dead game. But yeah, on comfort and stuff, man. That's the second VR system I've ever played on other than PSVR, and I am happy as hell not to have to deal with motion sickness because it's not fun. I have really bad photophobia, and it's not triggering that either. But when I get that motion sickness, it's just boom. It's not just creeping on, man. It's just boom. All of a sudden, I just feel nauseous, sick, and I gotta stop. So it just depends on who you are. So, really can't think of anything else to say on it other than, yeah, you gotta be signed up with Facebook. I don't give a crap. Just hide your freaking nude Golden Girls pictures and you should be okay. Because I really don't care. So don't have all your private stuff on freaking Facebook. Just keep it cool. So far, so good. I don't have a problem. And they're going to be getting some competition soon from another company where, yeah, it's going to be more expensive, but I have a feeling they're going to blow this away. It's one of the more higher end type companies for VR. So that might make some difference there to where they may finally just say, okay, just we won't cut you off because we want to keep our customers. It always goes back to if they chop you off, they're losing the customer. So it's back. Don't do anything bad. No naked pictures of B. Arthur or Roseanne Barr. I know it's freaking tempting as hell, but just none of that stuff to freak out Facebook. Well, on to the next video. If I could stand it, is also going to do a follow-up on the sword, hence Pawn Shop needs a new beard of wisdom. Have a good one, everybody.